I said. Token Sniper is a website that can read to be true, then it's probably not a good investment. Yeah, then you need to be very careful with that. Just to simplify on this one, simple steps that you can take, it makes you a little bit safer, even for those who are not experienced on that one. If you are looking at to buy a brand new coin, if it's an ICO or STO or it's a secure token, whatever NFT, whatever type of coin it is, read the white paper. Is it logical? Does it represent what your character and what you want to be? This is one. Number two, if it's too good to be true, stay away from it. Number three, if you're doing unconventional trading, go with the trusted platforms that you have done your research on it, even if it's not the big names, but read the reviews. Google is there to help you. There are so many articles on them. Read the blogs, enter to the blogs before you put a single cent in that. This will give you a lot of information. Saying this, is there 100% secure that I will not be scammed? I can tell you no. Why? Because every day there is something new, a new technology, a new way of scamming that's coming out. One of the experiences which I had myself 2 weeks ago, one of the scammers came to my office and he was selling Bitcoin. I can tell you this, I did a 6-level checking. The only thing that did not click with me, I couldn't find the transaction on the blockchain network. I couldn't find it. This is when I know it was a scammer. So, do you think this kind of experience is something that you can buy it off the shelf? No, it's only by reading articles, the blogs, enter with the people, interact with this community over here. This will give you a lot of experience. But is it going to be 100%? It's not going to be like that. 100% that you will be protected from that. Even the banks, with all of this KYC strength, the Interpol, the police, you name it, it's behind them, still they're being scammed. So, as really, how can I say, if there is a way, there is a way.
It sounds like that could be a whole another discussion for another time. But with that, we are out of time. I'm sure if you have other questions, they will stick around over here and answer them. Thank you guys so much. We'll see you soon.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
That was a wonderful discussion, wasn't it? Now up and our keynote speakers are back. And our next guest has always had a vision to make a positive change in the world, to make an impact. Now, with his company, Impact XP, he focuses on renewable energy, hydroponic farming, and Impactor MC. He is becoming the change that he wants to see in the world. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the CEO of Impact XP with Jat Farah, here to talk about how a sustainable platform can be built from the Web3. Mr. Jat Farah, please.
It's working now? Okay, but this is playing now. Hello everyone. I'm Jad Farah, CEO of Impact XP. Okay, so we are a new token. We are 3 months old. This token will be about 3 phases. The first phase will be the play to earn game that will be integrated in the metaverse after users install. So now we have a working version of the game. It's in our booth. You can come and check it out. We have the Impactor market caps, which will be a listing platform for websites, for coins, a website to list coins like CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko. But the special thing about it will be something called IMC certified. IMC certified is Impactor Market Certification. Like there is Certic and TechRate who audit contracts, we will audit the teams behind the tokens. Because we have problems now with many coins being rug pulls and many coins taking millions of dollars out of people, out of your investment. We want to stop this. So when you want to list as IMC certified on the platform, you're going to have to provide us with KYC. You're going to have to provide us with your passports. You're going to have to provide us with the location, where you live, where you operate. You're going to sign legal contracts with our lawyers in case of something happened. If it's a honeypot or rug pull or anything, you're going to be responsible for this. This platform will be finished before the end of 2022. Now, the main thing we're going to talk about is our third phase, which is the integration of crypto into renewable energy, hemp farming, and hydroponics farming. Our charities for now are planting trees, and we are providing water to remote areas around the globe where there is no clean water. All right? So, now, we are working with some governments to build mining companies. The first one is in collaboration with Encrypto, which is a mining company that uses 400 megawatts of renewable energy in Armenia. And the heat, the extra heat that the mines are providing will be trapped and will be used to provide heat to greenhouses because it's very cold there. So it will be used to heat up, send heat to the greenhouses to get us crops even in the winter. So now we're going to start in Africa, mainly in Algeria. The first country will be Algeria. We are starting mining companies that will be running on renewable energy, 100% solar energies. And the excess of this energy will be sold back to the Algerian government. This is the clean water that I was talking about. We provide it to the village of Kaul in Bangladesh. And this is our play to earn game. You can earn passive income from it. This is the demo of the game. And we will have NFTs, of course, with this game. So as for Impactor market caps, the design is already up and running, but the website is still down. You're going to see a preview of it here. That's it. That's the Impactor market caps. You will see the design. That's the logo of it. So this is IMC certification to help protect all crypto investors. When you list your token on Impactor market caps and it's IMC certified, people will have confidence in your projects. Fully audited tokens, teams, and processes. Accountability in the event of rug pulls. Fully KYC, docs, team, and devs. This is it. Same like the audits on contracts, we will audit the teams. The mission is to remove rug pulls from this space and make it safe for new investors to come to this space. And we will have the IMC score, of course. The team will be verified. The contract will be audited. The liquidity should be locked. The ownership should be renounced. It will be fair launch, and we will audit the wallet distributions also. So you can't have more than 1 or 2% wallet inside any token. As you see here, it's going to be done before the end of Q4 2022. That's the mission of it. Bring trust back to investors. You can join us through, you can contact us through info@impactxp.io, and our Twitter is ImpactXP Token. And I'm going to talk about the tokenomics of ImpactXP. We're going to have, so on every transaction, we have 3% burn, 3% reflections, which is passive income, just by holding the token. 4% will be marketing, and 1% will be to the gaming platform. And remember one thing, we are inevitable. Thank you, guys. Done.
Thank you, Mr. Farah. Our next guest speaker is Mr. Lennox Lai, Director of OKX. He plays a key role in OKX's transformation from a standard centralized exchange into the largest hub for DeFi services, NFT, and blockchain gaming, as well as the crypto gaming. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Lennox Lai, he's here to talk about the gateway of all protocols. Mr. Lennox Lai, Director of OKX.
Well, testing. All right. So, gosh, I miss events. I haven't been in Dubai for at least 2 years after COVID time. So my name is Lennox. I'm the director of OKX. So I think yes. So let's show the PowerPoint. Yeah. Yeah, I think maybe everyone recognize this picture. So we are official. OKX is the official partner on cryptocurrency partner, maybe the only cryptocurrency partners of football club Manchester City. We love the philosophy of Manchester City because of the fact that if you think about that, Manchester City is actually kind of like for the last decade, it's kind of like a disruptor in the sport in the Premier League. So that we think that is really fit our profile in terms of crypto industry. So we are kind of like a cryptocurrency exchange, one of the top in the world. But our story started in 2017. So back in the time, it's real day. Everyone is only talking about Bitcoin or Ethereum, and we are questioning the why Bitcoin is having a really limited block size, and we're also questioning the philosophy of Ethereum. We don't have ICO, we don't have a lot of game going on. So back in the time in 2017, we think that in crypto, we really need to build a whole new financial ecosystem for crypto. I come from a traditional financial background. I work in decade in traditional finance in the equity market. I see the same thing happening in equity markets. You cannot have just one instrument on trading crypto. That doesn't really work. If you really want crypto to be something big, something common, something that we can use for daily life, we need to solve one thing, which is by that point of time is crypto, the volatility of crypto, of Bitcoin. In 2017, Bitcoin up, I think around 11 times in just 1 year. So we think we need to solve this problem by adding a whole new financial instruments in crypto ecosystem. That's how we get started. How OKX get started. And luckily, we did it. So currently, we are top exchange in the world. We're trading 26 billion just last month. It's not even talking about our peak volume. We're trading around over close to 800 billions on trading volume last month in terms of all kind of spot and derivatives. We grew almost 5 times in terms of trading volume. I think that's the reason behind all this. I'll talk about that later. So on all kind of matrix right now, we're top exchanges in terms of volume, on spot, and derivatives, and also on open interest. On all kind of matrix, we are right now ranked number 2. On CompGecko, which is an exchange ranking website, I think one of the iconic achievements that we have is our trust score on 10. We achieved the maximum trust score because we want to build and secure the most secure exchange in the world. At the same time, we hired external cybersecurity authority to verify our security, our exchange-backed security of OKX. So there's a reason behind that. One of the advantage on OKX as an exchange versus the others, I think the biggest benefits would be capital utilization. Because the OKX, we can trade everything within one single unified buying power. That's the one thing which makes us so unique compared to other crypto exchanges. For example, you can put whatever tokens, Bitcoin, Ethereum, any kind of altcoins, and we consider as one single unifying buying power, and also one single risk management engine for everything. You can trade everything within OKX platform: spot, margin, futures, options, perpetual swap, everything in one go. So we call it integrated unified accounts. And most importantly, we adopted the risk management methodology similar with traditional exchanges like CME. So our risk engines actually calculate 21 risk scenario of all of the clients in terms of their portfolio. Then we actually charge margin on that. It's a very difficult system and managed to do it. It's one of the first within crypto industry. And also the other thing, in order to operate a highly leveraged derivative exchanges, you need, in traditional sense, you need a clearing house. The clearing house sits between the counterparty of both buy side and the sell side at the same time. But we don't have that in crypto. So actually, we have right now we have 1 billion from insurance fund sitting in OKX platform right now for the sake to play a role as a clearing house. So to make sure the counterparties between the both sides of the derivatives contract would be honored at all time. Another thing that we should make us so proud is our system capability, the latency, the robustness of OKX matching engines. So our matching engine sits over Hong Kong right now. It's a cloud-based server. It's a technological challenge that how could we compete with traditional stock markets like New Stock Exchange, CME, in terms of latency, right? So we spent 3 years to decrease and optimize our latency from around 200 milliseconds to right now less than 10, and averagely right now 6 or 7 milliseconds. So I think it's basically, if you talk about average versus the other crypto exchanges, other peers, I think we're at least 100% better. Another really exciting product that we built last year, we focused last year, is we are thinking crypto is actually designed for everybody. And one of the most important aspects and the features in crypto is DeFi, right? Decentralized finance. On one hand, that we need to make people or general user accessing DeFi is actually as easy as possible. So we built OKX Earn. OKX Earn is a really simple product. Basically, just need to think about a button and you can access all the DeFi protocol basically immediately. And OKX handle all the risk and do all the due diligence for you. So right now in OKX Earn, standalone features product, we support over 100 crypto assets currently. Currently, we have staked access over $5 billion US. And also, just last year, we distributed over 300 million of interest or income to all of our users who are using this. So if you think about that, it might be very difficult to create your own wallets, too risky to create your Metaverse wallets. You can just stake in OKX platform and earn passive income naturally. Yeah. Another product, another very important strategic product that we're thinking about is OKX believe that in future we're going to be living in a world that with multiple blockchain, different kind of protocol, right? Not just Ethereum, maybe all the Solana, AVAX, there will be a different kind of protocol and blockchain that we need to interact with. But currently, there's a huge problem in terms of how you stake assets and swap assets and transfer different kind of crypto assets all over the places, all over the different kind of protocol. You need to rely on different kind of cross bridges. Risk will be involved, smart contract risk will be involved, and the user experience is not exactly great. So we're thinking that how about we build the Google for all kind of blockchain. So we, an exchange, has the capability to connect and integrate and verify all kinds of future blockchains right now. So why not we create and open this capability to everyone, to general users. So you don't need to think about what kind of blockchain that you're interactive or staking with. You just need to worry about, hey, this is the apps that I really want to use, and let's create a huge amount of benefits to me. So I just want to stake on this particular protocol. I don't need to worry about rock to Ethereum, rock to Bitcoin, or different kind of rock to stablecoin, or all kind of risk, because OKX hand for you. So we want to build a cross-chain Web 3.0 gateway for all kinds of things crypto. So we start from NFT first. So NFT is not exclusive. It's not exactly picky on blockchain or different kind of blockchain. They need to be as cost effective as possible. So we believe NFT will be mint, created by different kind of blockchain in futures. So in that case, our NFT marketplace is designed to support all kind of blockchain. So whatever NFT that is meant, create a trade in whatever blockchain, Solana, Ethereum, you manage to be traded on OKX single marketplace, NFT marketplace. It's open for, it's cross-chained, open for all NFT creators. And also, obviously, we're going to build our own DEX. Our own DEX actually also carry the same capability of being a crypto exchanges. We have the capability to dealing and interact with all protocols, all kind of protocols. Well, this support different kind of protocols anyway. So, so the idea is we want our user to trade all kind of tokens at best price with deep liquidity. That's what we want to do. So we don't want the users to actually create different kind of wallets and interact with multiple blockchains at the same time. We want to do them for them. So our DEX basically right now is a swap token, is a swap platform, it's an access swap platform. You can swap all kinds of tokens with best price. We have an inbuilt algorithm to pick the best bid-ask spread and the liquidity all over the places. So finally, I think we built a lot of different kind of great products. If you want to become OKX partners, we invited that you can be our OKX affiliate. We're really welcome. We're really eager to cooperate with local partners to build the crypto ecosystem with you. You can leverage OKX capability, all of our products, all of our liquidity to help you grow your crypto business. Affiliate is one thing. You can have lifetime fee rebates, and we also give financial incentive wherever we're active on marketing. And also, obviously, we provide a broker service. So in case that, think about that, crypto we're going to be the asset for the next generation. It's okay. It's very exciting to build another trading platform that's servicing your region or your jurisdiction, either regulated or you want to create your own asset management arm for crypto. You want to build your copy trading platform, but you need the fundamental technology all the time. And I can tell you, it's very difficult to maintain the fundamental technology. You need to worry about the cybersecurity, the wallet's maintenance. You need to interact continuously for future blockchain. So we're okay. We're very comfortable, very happy to share our technology globally so that you can interact with all of our product, our deep liquidity, our wallets technology, our security system, so that you can focus on your own thing. For example, if you're a copy trader, you're a trading strategy provider, it's very comfortable that you can interact. You can become OKX broker and interact with our system, and we can share our liquidity and everything that you can see on OKX right now. Yeah, finally, thank you. We're exciting. We can finally present OKX brand, our rebrand for you. Hopefully, we can see you guys, each other in Dubai. Thank you so much.
Our next guest speaker has been in the blockchain industry for a little over 2 years. He has most recently co-founded Shibnobi and is passionate about building a safer cryptocurrency ecosystem with real-world accountability. Now, speaking about transparency in crypto, we have with us today Mr. Cliff Fatner, the CEO of Shibnobi.
Hi everyone, how are you today? So I want to talk a little bit about, obviously as you said, transparency in crypto. It's kind of been a passion since we started our project here. So just to introduce myself a little bit first, obviously Cliff Fatner. I have been, like you said, in crypto for about 2 years, but before that, I lived in a previous occupation that I did engineering and software development and robotic development for 27 years. So want to kind of kick off. Shibnobi is the company that Shibnobi Incorporated is the company that we have founded. We're a company based out of Texas in the United States. Our focus, we have a whole line and a whole ecosystem of products that we are developing, but the main focus around everything that we do is transparency
to our community what we're doing. I have a saying that I actually talk on our AMAs all the time is we want to, I'd say change your space, show your face, because all too often in crypto today, nobody does that. They don't really get out there. You don't know who you're dealing with. You don't know who you're talking to. And to me, that's completely wrong. I come from the business world, and in business, you're face to face. You're meeting people. You're dealing with people face to face. You know who you're dealing with. In crypto, it's not like that. You don't really know in a lot of cases who you're dealing with or what you're getting involved in. So you're left on your own, obviously, with DeFi to do your own work. So we are trying to do things with what we're developing in our products to make everything easier for users, safer for users, so that they can have a better experience. One of the things that is important in doing that, and a different route that we're kind of going than some others in the past, is we're requiring for a lot of our products that people are KYC'd, that we have to know who they are. We're trying to put deterrents in place so that not just anybody will try to deploy products or deploy their tokens and things like that on our products that may be unsafe for other people. We're trying to create an ecosystem where it invites people in, and not only just users of our products, but even other tokens. Because I truly believe that in order to change crypto, to make it a better place, we have to partner with other projects out there. There are a lot of good projects. I mean, we've seen here in the hall today that are doing amazing work and great things in the space. So it is super important that I think that we work together to improve the space. There are millions and millions of people right now in crypto. We all know that, but we haven't scratched the surface of what that is. I think as in the next couple of years, as more businesses adopt crypto and take it for forms of payment, there are going to be so many more people coming in. So the importance of what we do and the groundwork that we lay today is going to be with us for years to come. I want to ask a question of everybody out there. So I know even for myself, when I got into crypto, when you first get in, you don't really know what you're doing. You're learning the ropes. You're kind of on your own. You don't necessarily have places to go. You Google on the internet and you ask some people that you run into. But how many people, just by a show of hands out there, how many people that when you first got into crypto, did you ever get scammed? Have you ever been scammed by somebody? A lot of people have been scammed. And that's one of the things that we've seen within our community. So again, that's why we are creating an entire ecosystem of products that we are trying to make things safer and integrate safeguards to not necessarily 100% prevent it from happening, because it's DeFi. You can't do that. But we're trying to put things in place that will help prevent that. And really it comes down to a lot is education. As people come into our ecosystem with any of our products, we're giving them a space where they can ask questions, where they can learn, they can get instructional information. We've actually staffed people in our voice chats in Telegram 24 hours a day, every day, so that people can feel safe to come in and ask questions to get answers to things that they don't know. To give a little bit of background about what we are doing in our ecosystem, so we have released what we call our Dojo Swap. Dojo Swap is our decentralized exchange. In order to, we're going to go through. So the Dojo Swap, that's our decentralized exchange. We have a wallet that we are developing and a blockchain that we are actually doing that will come out in Q3 of this year. Along supporting that for next year, we're going to have our own metaverse, Dojoverse, and we've got our own online gaming platform, and our own social media content, or Shinobi Studios is our content creation. So I'll go into all of these in a little bit more here in a bit. But again, all the things that we're creating, we are trying to find ways to implement and integrate safeguards to help users feel more comfortable, to help give them some level of protection. So our first product is the Dojo Swap. With Dojo Swap, like I said before, it is our DEX. One of the things that we're doing, we're going about a little bit differently with it is, again, having to KYC. So we have an application process where anybody that wants to list a token on our DEX, they have to go through an application process where they get vetted by our team, but then we have partnered with Certic International to have anybody that wants to list, they have to go through Certic's KYC program. So one, it makes it that not just anybody's going to do that. If somebody's really got ill intentions to do something wrong, to rug pull, to do something like that, they're typically, one, going to be a little bit deterred by having to call up and pay a price, but the real thing behind it is that they are going to know that if they would do something like that, if there's any kind of problem or they're deceitful to their users, their information will be released to the general public. So it's a deterrent. Obviously, can't always stop somebody from doing something wrong, but it is a deterrent in doing so. Also with our Dojo Swap, it is going to be, it is cross-chain. So we're right now currently on Ethereum, Binance, and Polygon. And we are in actually the next few weeks, we're adding the capability to it so that you'll actually be able to swap tokens chain to chain from Ethereum to Binance, Polygon to Ethereum. Our next product is our wallet. And with the wallet, we basically are also doing the same kind of thing. Again, adding another level of security and protection. So we've gone with a 3-factor authentication wallet so that you have to, basically you have biometrics. You've got to be able to have a Google Authenticator app to be able to authenticate your transactions. And there's an option inside of the wallet so that not only can you can turn it either on or off so that either it'll only do it when you first log in, or you can do it actually on every single transaction that you make so that, again, trying to prevent anybody from being able to steal something out of your wallet, you have to have that Google Authenticator as well. That is the wallet is scheduled to come out at the end of Q2. And then we're working on our own blockchain. So the blockchain, again, same premise that we took with our Dojo Swap. We are putting into it additional safeguards and security measures where we're working with actually Certic International again on that to implement some of the new security measures that they have come up with. But then on top of it, we're taking the same stance as we did with Dojo Swap by doing the KYC process. So again, today, anybody that has the capability of creating a Solidity contract can go and deploy a token on any network. And we know that this happens day in and day out. People are creating new tokens. That won't stop them from necessarily rug pulling, but again, your information is captured. If you do it, your information is going to be out there to the public. And then our Dojoverse, which is coming in 2023. Basically, we are taking, it's our version of our own metaverse. So we're going to have and incorporate kind of everything that we've done with all the other products, bring it into your virtual environment, because obviously that to us that is the wave of the future. As more and more people get into crypto, and we see more and more businesses go online to bring their businesses online. Everything is moving this way. I mean, you even see the big players out there, the Amazons, the Walmart. They're all even looking into the technology. So we all know that that's where it's heading. So we're planning for that future now to be able to be part of that as well. One of the things that we actually just released is Shadobi Gaming. That is a skills-based wagering system. So it's not a gambling site, but it is skills-based wagering. It does add additional utility to our token because you have to hold it in order to play. There's obviously lots of people that are into gaming right now, from Fortnite, Counter-Strike, all those things that we will be able to hold online tournaments. We actually sponsored today some esports teams, which is what got us into this in the first place. And we saw that there was a pretty big movement between people that are into crypto and into gaming. So again, as tying into our whole ecosystem and the ease of use of products for new users coming into crypto, we're trying to again make it easier for people to come in one place and be able to get to anything they need. And that's one of the things that we're trying to do with all of the products. So even back when I was talking about Doja Swap, we're trying to integrate things that have frequently asked questions. We're doing things where you have learning hubs, where you have videos so that people can learn and figure out how to do things, because a lot of people are afraid to speak up and to ask questions. You know, even though we hold, like I said, daily AMAs and our voice chat is always open, you always get those people that come into those rooms, they sit there, they don't say anything, they listen. They're afraid to ask a question. So we give lots of other mediums within our platforms so that they can actually submit questions. So if they don't want to have a voice, they can come, they can submit it. We will answer them. We put them into our FAQs online so that people can then also benefit from the questions that others are asking. So as I think, as we continue to grow and we continue this transparency, one of the things that we are trying to do is everything that we're doing and being transparent, being in AMAs and being accessible to people, we're trying to push that out to other projects. You know, we are partnering obviously with our Doja Swap, and then in the future we'll be with a blockchain, and we're trying to bring in projects that have the same mission, same values as that we do. And we want to have them spread the same kind of message and start doing the same kind of things. Show your face, get on camera, talk to people, bring that level of confidence that is missing from the space. Because as we all know, that it's easy to say, do your own research, and lots of people, we all do it, but you don't really ever know what you're into until it happens. And people say, well, how do we know that, you know, you're not doing the same thing? How do you do that? You know what? My answer to that most of the time is you don't. Because until you prove what you're doing, and that's the only way I feel that you can do it, is you set a roadmap. You put out what you're going to do, you say what you're going to do, you stick to that. And of course, there can be mistakes along the way, but if you're transparent, you're open, you're always communicating and talking to people, that is what makes the difference. That's what gains that level of confidence. That's what sees over a period of time that you're sticking with what you said you're going to do. We need more of that in crypto. We need more projects to do that. I mean, it is literally, if we don't do it because of all of the amount of people that are going to come into crypto in the next couple of years, and as more businesses take crypto as forms of payment, there's no way that we will ever get rid of people scamming. And obviously that's a tall order. To get rid of it completely, there's always going to be people out there that want to do malicious things. But I think we need to, as a group, in this community, we've got to stand up together. We've got to take a stand. We've got to try to not fight each other. You know, I see all the time, day to day, that there are projects out there that they get rivalries and things like that. You know what? That's not needed in this space. We don't need that. What we need is people working together to better the space. Bettering the space is what is going to make a difference for our future generations, because I think everybody here believes in that crypto is going to become global economy. That is going to be the future of our economy on the planet. It just makes sense because, you know, obviously centralized banks, they have their interests at heart. They're not, you know, we're all here because we can manage our own money in crypto and not have somebody else do it for us. But we've got to start taking a stand, and we got to start making changes in the space now. So one other aspect of it is, the last one I haven't talked about is our Shinobi Studios. Shinobi Studios is basically our platform where we are basically presenting all of our communication, all of our media, and trying to, again, in an easy way, trying to give a place where other tokens too, not just us. We obviously use it for our own information and broadcasting things about what we're doing within our ecosystem, but we are taking that to the next level, because there's a lot of good projects out there, smaller projects sometimes, that don't have the capabilities, the resources to be able to have a lot of their own team to manage that. And we've talked to a lot of them that are looking for help in those areas. So we've expanded with Shibnobi Studios to be able to provide that type of support to other projects. To give them a place to come if they need help getting social media out there, if they need filming, if they want to do advertisements, publications, because again, in that spirit of working together and not competing all the time in the DeFi space, but working together, we want to do this to try to help the space, to improve the space. There's another aspect that we're taking on as part of our Shibnobi Studios, which is what we call Shibnobi RMS. Shibnobi RMS is, we've nicknamed Rate My Sensei. Basically because again, in that learning aspect and helping people be able to make good decisions, we all know in projects out there, we have lots of influencers, whether they're YouTube influencers, whether they're, social media, Twitter, whatever it is. And some have good intentions. Some are doing it because they're trying to do good in the space. And there's others out there that are just making a profit off of it. And we want to try to help curtail that and be able to give a place for people where they can come and look and see who has had better experience. Not only that they got rated by us, but also got community input. Because again, everything that we try to do is community based. So we want to have a place where you can come, you can see who's out there, who's done a good job, what their rates are, and stop hiding it behind the scenes like it is today. And instead of doing that, it's out there, it's open. Influencers can come into the space as well. They can advertise on their services to other people, as long as they're doing a good job. Obviously, if we see people that are abusing and taking advantage of projects and people and investors in the community, then they will not be able to be on the space. Because again, making it safe. It's all about transparency, making it safe for a place for investors to come. So that's kind of an overview of all of the ecosystem that Shibnobi has. But we are constantly branching out, and we are really just at our beginnings and just getting started. We have a lot of other great things to come. So I thank you.
Thank you. That was Cliff Fatner from Shibnobi. Wonderful speech. Now we're almost to the end of our day. We've got 3 more speeches, and up next we've got Danny from Floki Musk here to sort of tell us what his company is up to. Danny from Floki Musk.
So it's on? It's on? Okay. Can everyone hear me good? Good. So I'm gonna start with, I didn't prepare for this speech because I wasn't supposed to have a speech in the keynote, so I'm just gonna freestyle for you, and I'm gonna try to keep it as short as possible. So first, my name is Danny, and my pseudonym is Logdoch, so everyone knows me as Logdoch on Twitter and Telegram and on Discord. I built, or my goal in crypto is to build the most decentralized meme in crypto. And how I did that was, I had no pre-sale. So when I launched the token, I had no pre-sale. I didn't collect any funds for the liquidity or for anything else. We have no team tokens, no marketing tokens, no dev tokens, no transaction fees. So we're trying to be as decentralized as possible. The money that we put in liquidity, I put myself from my own pocket. I put $45,000 from my own pocket as liquidity to give value to the Floki token. It was fairly launched. As I said, we have no team tokens, so there is no free tokens in circulation. The whole supply is out in circulation, meaning that we have no inflation. So there is no inflation, no vested tokens. The max supply is 1 trillion. Our current market cap is only sitting at $1.9 million. So we are a microcap token. We were lucky to partner with Shibnobi that just went on stage before us. And we were the first token to get listed on their Dojo swap. And yeah, that's basically what Floki is. And Floki is a community project. So every time I speak with my community in the Telegram or in the Discord, I try to motivate all the people in the Telegram to build on it. Because I've seen many projects succeed without collecting money from people. Like, for example, why Hex, for example, Hex is a big token by Richard Hart, one of the most famous people in crypto. And why Hex succeeded so well is because the community decided to get together and start building on it. And they didn't wait to get paid to work or to develop their investment. They all worked together as a community, and that's why it got so big. So that's exactly what I'm trying to do with Floki. I'm trying to pump everyone to build. And if you are looking, if it's hard for you to collect a community or to do all this, we have all that done. We have a community of great investors. Everybody is putting down the effort. They are doing it for free. We have come this far without collecting one single dollar from anyone. So we are here today in Expo as Titanium sponsors just because there is good people in crypto that you can communicate and you can get somewhere without doing all this pre-sale this and pre-sale that. You can actually put your money where your mouth is and you can do something that's great, and that's what I'm trying to do. And but that doesn't stop me from building for Floki. So what I'm building for Floki is even greater. So what I'm building is, I don't know if any of you have heard of Clash of Clans. If you have, please raise your hand. Okay. So Clash of Clans is basically one of the biggest games and has been one of the biggest games for multiple years. And what we are trying to do is a play-to-earn version of Clash of Clans. So we are doing Clash of Doge. And our purpose with this game is to gain more investors and to become a bigger and bigger and bigger and become the main center hub for all the memes. And how we're going to do that is very simple. So in Clash of Clans, you have all the different clans. You have people making their own clans in the game and they battle against each other. And they have tournaments, but there's no real money you're making in this. But still, people, they go and they purchase land, they purchase the walls, they purchase upgrades, just to upgrade and be one of the top players in the game without earning any money. So what we done is we did a play-to-earn version of Clash of Clans, and we call it Clash of Doge. All the clans are going to be all the memes in crypto. So let's say, for example, we have Kishu Army against Saitama Army, against Shiba Army, against Doge Army, and they all meet and battle in this play-to-earn game. And why they would want to come and play this game is because every time you upgrade, say you upgrade your townhouse in the game to a level 2 or a level 3, you pay a transaction fee. Every time you upgrade anything or mint any NFT, you pay a fee. That fee gets collected into a pool, a transparent pool that anyone can see. And that pool, in the end of the tournament, as we will be doing tournaments in the game, and the point of this is, in the end of the tournament, say, for example, Kishu wins the tournament. So Kishu Army, they win the first week's tournament. What happens is, the money that was collected, 50% from that money will buy the winner's token, and it will get burnt. So what that makes is, all these coins and all the new memes coming into crypto will want to be in our game, because if they win our tournament, their token will pump. So it helps them and it helps us, because we will become like the main hub for all the memes in crypto. And the meme itself, Floki, is an original meme. We are based off of Elon Musk's tweet. If anybody heard about Elon Musk, I guess everyone knows who Elon Musk is. He bought a Shiba Inu, and he called that Shiba Inu Floki. So that's why our name is Floki, and we are basically original meme. We are original meme covering that part of the history of crypto. And since it's a historical event, It's not just another meme. It's something that will be thought about. It will be thought about for years to come. Everybody will talk about Elon Musk for years to come. His dog will hopefully live for another 10 years. So that means every time he posts a picture of his dog, Floki Musk, people, they go to CoinMarketCap and they search Floki. And then they see us. And past history has shown that every time he tweets, people, they go, they search, and we pump. So it's great. We have great marketing through Elon Musk. We have a great game coming on the way. How are we gonna, since we had no fundraiser or we didn't do any pre-sale of the tokens and we wanted to be as decentralized as possible, we did an NFT set. And those NFTs will be mintable, I would guess around 1 month after this event, maybe two weeks to 1 month after this event. I don't want to give any deadline, but why we're doing this is to collect the funds to pay for the developing of the game, Clash of Doge. And yeah, that's basically everything we're working on. And yeah, I'll try to keep it as short as possible. If anyone has any questions, we are in the middle booth. I have one special announcement. We have partnered with Barakat Gold. I have two of the CEOs with me here. And we have a special offer this week. So depending on how many tokens you hold, between $5,000 or $1,000 to $50,000, you will get a discount and Barakat Gold and their jewelry. They have their store in Gold Souk. So if you hold Floki, you can just go there, and if you want to buy some jewelry from Dubai, just show that you hold Floki and you will get treated very well. The CEOs are here and decide with me. And yeah, that's all for me. Thank you.
Thank you. That was Danny from Floki Musk. Now, our next speaker, we've got two speakers from HyperBC. We've got Catherine, the project manager, and we've got Mubashir Siddiqui, the digital marketing executive from HyperBC, and they're going to be talking about how to secure your crypto assets. Ladies and gentlemen, Catherine and Mubashir.
HyperBC is the most secure enterprise-level asset custody and payment solutions provider in the world. Our mission is to provide solutions to businesses to ensure the safe circulation of crypto assets and blockchain-based financial operations. Traditional 1.0 security solutions such as cold wallets, hot wallets, and multi-signature technology data proves that over $2.5 billion was stolen in 2021. So, how do we deal with the risk of theft? HyperBC uses cutting-edge technology 2.0 multi-party computing algorithm running in the most secured, trusted execution environment (TEE) to safeguard crypto assets against potential theft while businesses have complete control assets. TEE is powered by Intel's SGX hardware, which offers the ultimate protection for fragmented private keys stored on multiple servers against hackers' attempts through the most sophisticated tools. MPC deploys complex cryptographic formulas to eliminate the private key disclosure between multiple data owners who generating the final transaction signature. MPC also triggers private key fragmentation stored on multiple servers that eliminate the single point problem. Besides, MPC supports all asset types, including the chains without their own multi-signature algorithms. MPC technology runs off the chain, incurring a much lower handling fee than on-chain platforms with 1.0 security solutions by saving the gas fees and offers a customizable number of data owners. So how does it work? HyperBC is structured with HPC merchant system, risk and financial system, and payment center, and integrated with merchants' internal business operations system. Merchants can initiate a withdrawal or an exchange instruction following the customizable internal policy approval process, conveniently through the mobile. Transaction action is verified and executed securely across TEE and into the blockchain node center. Throughout the entire process, the private keys are perfectly concealed from P2P networks and devices. Merchants' crypto assets are securely stored, and the private keys are protected with MPC solution within TEE at all times. The built-in data analytic tools integrated through API for businesses to strategically manage crypto assets in real time. Hyper-VC helps businesses with secure crypto-funded collections and settlements across multiple chains. The businesses will be provided into a single address and settled to a designated wallet upon agreed terms. Hyper-VC currently integrates 44 plus main chains. Simultaneously, Hyper-VC has consistently adhered to a strict compliance framework going beyond illicit activities. Our existing clients are from diverse industries such as e-commerce, retail, professional services, real estate, crypto exchanges, and many more. With 10 years of technical expertise, Hyper-VC has managed over $100 million in asset custody, 30 plus transactions, and over 100 plus corporate clients globally. Now, Security Technology 2.0 forms the Hyper-VC multi-ecosystem. Secures crypto asset storage and circulations from potential theft. With Hyper-VC, your security is our mission. Visit hypervc.com to get started now.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for watching the video. Now I'm going to brief you through what is Hyper-VC and our background, also how we actually secure our clients' assets on our custodian. Please bring the slide. Sorry. So Hyper-VC is essentially the custodian for enterprises to store their digital assets on our platform. On top of that, our mission is actually to provide the whole digital asset storage and payment solutions for businesses to collect their cryptos on different addresses and securely save on our platform. And we commit to proactively ensure the businesses' digital asset circulation are smooth and secure to support their financial operation in the blockchain industry. And our core values are the security. First and foremost, we highly committed to utilize the most cutting-edge technologies for the security solutions. We utilize version 2.0 MPC, which is multi-party computing system, to manage the private key within TE environment. Above and beyond that, we also collaborate with different researchers all over the world to search for a better security solution. Second is the transparency. So businesses will be granted the full visibility and access to their digital assets amount on our Hyper-VC through API. After that, we also commit to providing flexibility. They can customize the data owner, number of data owner, number of payments and settlements option, and also various tool and functions. And we also set up the dashboard for the data analytics functions. And as for functionality, we ensure that their business operation and financial operation systems are integrated to our platform, so that their operations are more seamlessly using Hyper-VC. So before we mentioned into the technical part, how we actually manage the private key, let me brief you for our company background. Hyper-VC is a compliant digital asset custodian operated under Lithuanian license with more than 10 years of experience in fintech business services. And we have more than, as introduced in the video, we have more than 100 corporate clients now from different industries with more than 100 billion USDT assets and 10,000 transactions per day. And our Hyper-VC family, we have such a huge IT team to more than 300 members, also diversified background of business team all over the world to support our ecosystem that I will introduce in later. Our customers from diversified industries, our main customers are mostly from the exchanges. We have customers from e-commerce, also real estate, any clients, any businesses that are willing to accept crypto payments from their clients. And why to choose HyperBC? Managing private key is very complicated. As you all know, we have hot wallet, whole wallet, and multi-signature technology for security in version 1.0. But despite they have adequate security solution, in even 2021 alone, more than $2.5 billion was stolen from the blockchain. So HyperBC utilized the version 2.0 multi-party computing technology to actually safeguard the private key, which my colleague Madasha will dive into the technical detail later. So it's a version 2.0 security technology that we use to protect our businesses' digital assets stored on our custodian. And also, as mentioned, we collaborate with different research lab, and for all the tools and operation support and software that we need, we collaborate with industry leaders like Azure, Alibaba, IBM to store the private key to even take us further for our custodian. So to sum us, we utilize the latest technologies. We utilize ultimate risk control solutions. We ensure the cost efficiencies if they do transaction, if the clients do transaction on our platform. We are very scalable in customizing according to our business client needs for their business operation and financial settlements. And we are compatible with most of the system. We offer API integrations for all the tools and features the business would like to use from our platform. And last but not least, we have 24/7 technical support standby for any issue that happen with our platform. So we operate in a multi-ecosystem for HyperBC. Not only the storage, we have payment solution. Apart from that, we also have Expo, a POS system to help merchants with their payment collections. We also have our Hyper Card, which is one of the most popular products that our customer has been using. If you can spend using the card with any machines that support Visa and MasterCard. And last but not least, we are working on Hyper ATM project, and we will launch when it's ready. And of course, if you need to understand the detail of our different products, you can visit our booth on 15/7 and 58. And my colleague will deep dive into the services that we offer and the technology we use to secure our client assets.
Thank you, Catherine. As we just covered, we work with a hyper ecosystem where we have all of these different services that we offer. So I will just go deep dive into each of them. First, starting off, we have asset custody services. So ideally, to put it in a nutshell, this is basically the most secured way to store your digital assets if you're a business. If you're a customer, it's a different story. You can store it on cold wallets, hot wallets, but for a business, you need to have financial operations in and out. You need to have large-scale operations, batch transfers, and so on. Our asset custody helps you to support large amounts of finances. As we discussed, we have 100 billion in asset custody so far, and we can support even more bandwidth than that. So just a couple of advantages is that you save a lot of fees and operational costs, R&D costs, because we provide you the technical expertise where we have invested billions of dollars into for just a service fee. We have a customized solution to fit all your business needs. We never compromise on security or functionality. You have complete transparency and accessibility to all of your assets through the API dashboard. And all you need to do is just dock the API. We do the rest for you. So it's a completely managed solution. Plus, we support multiple currencies, more than 44 chains. I will get into that later as well. And the technology as well, I will deep dive into how exactly our technology works. So adding on to the asset custody, we also have merchant payment solutions that go side by side. because as a business, you don't just want to store your assets. You also want to make sure that you have transactions in and out. So what we do with merchant payment solutions is we give you multiple addresses into multiple chains in a matter of minutes, how many ever you want. You want 500,000, 10,000, we can give it to you. What we do is you give them to clients and you receive the payments. We secure the private keys for each address that you have, centralize all of them into one place, and then transfer it to the designated wallet address that you provide us on the preferred settlement option. So next we have HyperCard. So basically, this is very simple to understand. It is because it's like a Visa and MasterCard that we use with the bank. Only difference is that we support crypto. You are paying to your daily needs, your groceries, your medicines, your shopping through your crypto wallet. You're not going to be using your bank account. So this is basically going to replace your Visa or MasterCard. It's supported in 176 plus countries. Any merchant that supports Visa, merchant, MasterCard, and Union Pay will be able to accept this card. Plus, we have 50,000 plus daily transactions limit. With the gold card, you can get even up to 500,000 of transaction limit per day. So we come down to EdgePay. So now EdgePay is a novel system where it's like a crypto gateway, right? So if you want to accept payments from clients online through crypto, so you can install EdgePay where a link or a QR code is generated and they can make the payments through their wallet address. The best part about this is that your settlement as a business, you can get it back in crypto or in fiat currencies or even from OTC counters. So some of the cryptocurrencies that we support as mentioned here, and right now we only support USD, but currently working on expanding the support on both crypto and fiat currencies for this product. Then we have Hyper ATM, which allows you to withdraw and deposit finances. Basically, you can deposit fiat, get crypto, or withdraw crypto and get fiat. So we are going to be launching this globally very soon. The supported currencies in crypto and ATM are as mentioned. I actually forgot to mention one part on EdgePay where we have the HPOS system. So it is basically now EdgePay is the virtual online gateway, whereas the POS system is the physical gateway. It's just like a normal POS system, but you cannot pay through touch card or anything. You just have to, you will generate a QR code, which the user can scan and pay. In the case the user only has a QR code, the POS system also has a camera, which you can scan their QR code and collect the payments from them. So these are some of the main chains that we provide support. We support more than 44 mainstream chains, and we're working on increasing the support as we move forward. So we use MPC technology, which runs inside the TEE, which I will get into later because this is one of our most notable security technologies. But alongside that, we use all of these different securities with including our risk management centers, financial centers, and so on, which again, I will be deep diving into. So starting off with TEE. TEE stands for Trusted Execution Environment. So our TEE is powered by Intel's SGX, which is considered the world's most secured hardware chip. So what this does is it creates an environment for us where we run all the codes and all the computations for MPC in a very secured method. Even if the hacker is able to get into a single server, the TEE protects them from manipulating any data. So therefore, your private key is always secured. Coming into MPC, so as my colleague mentioned earlier, the current alternatives in the market include multi-signature algorithms. So basically what this does is you have one address, one private key for one address. We also provide you one address, but the private key is fragmented into 4. We maintain a ratio of 1 to 3, where one node is controlled by the user and the other 3 nodes are controlled by us and our systems, including the financial risk center, payment center, and wallet center. I will get into the details of that as well. But ideally what this does is it eliminates the single point problem of private keys. So it's not in one place. Even if the hacker gets to one part of the private key, they are not going to be able to access or manipulate your digital assets. We support all types of digital assets, as we mentioned before. And MPC technology runs on the TEE, which is offline, which saves you the gas fee, incurring a much lower handling fee than the other alternate on-chain multi-signature alternatives that you have. And we can also provide you a flexible number of multi-signature private keys. For example, if you have a CEO, CFO, COO that needs to approve transactions, we can give you the 3 keys where we manage the 9 keys. Again, to maintain the 1-to-3 ratio because we work with such a protocol. So how everything works is basically very simple. Once the user executes the transaction, only the user can execute the transaction, whether it's an exchange or whether it's a withdrawal. Once he does that, it goes through the business operation system, which validates the transaction. And then it is moved on to the risk and financial system and payment system. Whereas while the payment merchant initiates this transaction, the 3 nodes that you see, business operation system, risk and financial system, and payment center are the 3 that we control. From the merchant side, they have their own customizable approval process that they can set up. If they want to, for example, if you have transactions over 1 million that you want all 3 CEO, CFO, and COO, which is again customizable. This is just for example purposes. All 3 of them can just approve the transaction with a click of the button on their mobile devices or on tablets or PC, whichever is convenient for them. This is all customizable to your business. So once the merchant's internal process is complete, their node gets the final transaction. And from there, we also simultaneously get the transaction verified from all 3 of our nodes, which is executed in the TEE. If all of them approve the transaction saying that there is no risk or no suspicious activities, the transaction is then formulated as a signature and then passed on to the blockchain for it to be confirmed. So the Enterprise Cloud Wallet API, this will be integrated to your business environment, which allows you to have access to your own dashboard. The dashboard can be customized to your preference. It allows you to have data analytical tools. You can report, you can see your transactions in and out, you can see your asset ratios, what assets you hold, and so on. The best part is that it's very user friendly, and we will always provide you a demo and practice and training sessions if required to ensure that this integration is seamlessly supporting your financial operations without any hindrance. While all of this is going on from the technical perspective, we also have a very strong commitment to compliance. We have licenses in Lithuania, in Hong Kong, and so on. And we have always adhered to strict compliance framework and gone beyond by collaborating with the industry leading institutions that provide compliance and legal advices, ensuring that we avoid any illegal and illicit activities on our platform. So getting started is very simple. First thing is we will set up a consultation call with you guys, understand what your requirements are. And then once you do that, we send you the KYC documentations. Once that is complete, an account handler is assigned to you, who will create a channel based on your preference, whether it's WeChat, WhatsApp, or anything else. Then we create a test environment where you test how it works on your environment, whether you have any configurations you want to make, whether you want to update or take down something. Based on that, we again go back and develop the final result. It goes up as a test, and then you finally are successfully onboarded on HyperBC. Also, we have some partners who have collaborated with us to ensure the seamless experience to our end users, which is CoinW, HyperPay, HyperFin, HPX, and HCash. You can also become a hyper partner, whether you want to affiliate with us, whether you want to integrate and partner with us, or you want investments from us. You can reach out to us. The process is very simple. You just fill out a contact form. A specialist will reach out to you. And if everything is all good, you will receive the partner's dashboard, and then you will get a demo as well to see how we can collaborate or affiliate or investments. And then we have multiple calls, and then we take on through the process where you can start earning, growing, and collaborating as a hyper partner. You can contact us at any of these addresses. You can visit our website, www.hyperbc.com, or reach out to us on these emails. And we welcome you to be part of the Hyper community on our socials. So please click the follow button and maybe share if you feel that it adds value to you. So thank you so much, guys. That's all for HyperBC. We will be inviting Ricky and Mahmoud from Tiny Trader, who will be taking you through a new project that is called Tiny Trader, which offers blockchain, SaaS, financial, fintech derivatives So let's welcome them on stage.
Yes, you can visit at booth number 57 and 58 to see the demo of our products. Thank you.
You're from,
Tiny Trader.
sorry?
Tiny Trader.
After HyperBC, we have Tiny Trader.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, we don't have that.
No, we do. I spoke to them already. Yeah.
Okay, oh. okay. So, okay.
Just click this to go next. Back to this. Go next.
Hello, everybody. Hello, my name is Mahmoud and this is Ricky.
Yeah, nice to meet you guys.
So let's get started with Tiny Trader Solutions. So the question is, what is Tiny Trader? What the service and what the solution that we are providing? Simply, Tiny Trader providing solution for the new financial derivatives industry, which means that we have the capability to build your own exchange from A to Z within 2 weeks maximum, and also that we can provide liquidity solutions and comprehensive SaaS product solution too. This is some figures about Tiny Trader. Tiny Trader has the capability to work by plus 300 technical expert and also plus 5 billion daily transaction amount, and also we are managing almost 3K users in our client platform.
Yeah, so as you already know that we are giving the service, technical service to those who want to build their own platform. So you might want to know that where these platforms get the profit from. So we already know that this swap trading market, which is future trading market, it's kind of like the trend in the cryptocurrency user nowadays. So when they open orders, they have open order fees. When they close the order, they have close order fees. And so the high volume of overall transaction fees and these high leverage products and high fees incomes are the main profit for the platform. And other than that, we have OTC transaction revenue and then market corporation revenue, which let our client, which is the platform, to be working with other third-party project or products to get more profit. Yeah, brother. So there are some main ecological support for Tiny Trader. So number one, which is the account system. So in this account system, our client will see all the, like the profit, the loss, and the withdrawal, the recharge into the platform. And then we have backend management system, which let our client to maintain their platform, like set up some event and these kind of things, which is like backend engine. And then global OTC service also. So global OTC service, we already know that OTC, it's a way for our user to buy the USDT and then some kind of cryptocurrency from the merchant. And then agent backend management system, which is a very unique point. For our client platform, they can get some partner, which is the agent or broker, we can call both. And so they will bring some customer for our client also. So do we have their own management engine to maintain their customers' revenue and all these kind of things. And then wallet support. For the wallet support, we have the most highly level security for our wallets, which will be our client and our client user can be sleeping very well when the stock can up. And then standardized API, which is allow our client platform to work with third-party project and products, which is like some marketing products for our client to have more functions. And these are the some product features, which is like a backbone for a future trading platform. So you already know that we have trade margin, we have stop loss, we have market, we have limit. So whatever you see in the future markets, there will be in the our client platform. And of course, these are the backbone for our client product features. And there's some very interesting marketing functions for our client to do their marketing plans and all these promote plans. So bonus mode, which is very interesting, that we also call that infinity trade. So our platform, which is our client platform, we give out some bonus coins, which is they can withdraw this coin, but however they can use the coins to trade in the infinity trades and if they get the profit, they can withdraw the profits, which will make our user very happy with this option. And then tax center. In the tax center, our client can do all kind of tax and missions for our users to finish the task, and they will get these bonus tokens and then trade in an infinity trade. And the copy trading system, which is very good for the newbies or who don't know how to trade in the future markets. They just have to copy the very professional trade master or trade teacher and get the profit. And then spot trade, which we already know that you want BTC, you buy the BTC, which is different from contracts. And then agent systems, which is the agent engine that I talked about before. And then rebate function, which is we already know that you invite some friends or your families or your neighbors or your cousin, your brothers, and you got some commissions from that.
Okay, so now we are going to talk about the key point for Tiny Trader. So why Tiny Trader? So simply that, as Ricky mentioned, that our main objective is that we are going to provide the full functional exchange. This is number one. Number two, for the clients who have no experience in the blockchain, like the normal investors, and he would like to open his own exchange platform, of course, we are going to support him to put him on the market position, a good market position, to make sure that he gain profit as soon as possible. Number three, that because we have already 10 clients running in our platform using Tiny Trader, so we have already tested the market. So we expect all the challenges that might be faced in the future, and we are working proactively to avoid these challenges to impact our clients. Also, regarding the development cycle, we are providing very short development cycle, which is almost 2 weeks. And then we can provide your exchange platform completely accurate. Regarding the liquidity solution, as we mentioned at the beginning, yes, we are providing liquidity solution as well. And our technical department, they are working closely to our clients' platform in terms of the security system, risk management, risk control management, and also the design and structure and all these things. Of course, our technical department, technical support department, working and supporting 24/7. And also we have we are assigning one account manager per client to be bear with the client to make sure the client satisfaction with the client requirements, put the client on the correct position in terms of market updates. One more thing very important, which is the system performance. With Tiny Trader, we are going to provide the high speed and high quality of performance for all platforms that we have. So, which means that we are talking about less than 1 second, which is around 800 milliseconds average order execution daily. Security bot. So the security is the main thing when we are talking about blockchain exchange, when we're talking about the platforms. So the security bot is very important. So security bot, so you have to doesn't care about the security bot because we have all security layers, starting from the application security, system security, and network security as well. Regarding the risk control, also the risk control is very important part. So what we are doing with the risk control, we are monitoring the user behavior to avoid any kind of abuse that might be happening on your platform. Number two is that we are ensuring the fund system, and we are having like risk limit, and the user or the client can set the limit of withdrawal, for example. You can set like 10,000K, as a limit of withdrawal for your user, yeah, we can do this, we can customize this. Regarding the attack protection, we are using the DDoS protection, and also we have attack protection for CC attack and wallet isolation, multi-layer security architectures.
So these are some steps of cooperation process. So like step one, like start the process. Step two, we get the demand and request from our client. And number three, we set up the interface, frames, and logo for our client. And then step four, we confirming the functional and requirements. For example, like our customer want to reduce or want to add another function. So step five, domain name resolution. And step six, we have background parameter configuration. And then step seven, we have for like email, signature, test flight, Zendesk, and like these customer service, like interface. And then step eight, which is launch the application. And so these are our send off our customer here and send off the interface from our customers platform.
Okay, so finally that we are committed to our clients to put them on the good position in terms of market trend, keep all the platforms secure 100%, and let our partners platform race to the top of the market with more innovative financial technology derivatives.
And thank you all. Thank you all for your time.
This our time that you can stand up. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for that. We have almost come to an end of our program. Our last keynote is presented by the co-founders of Cubix. We've got Mr. Pratik Patel and Akash Balwani. Now, Cubix is working on a revolutionary NFT-based platform that will open new and exciting ways of playing fantasy sports. So, ladies and gentlemen, the founders of Cubix, Mr. Pratik Patel and Mr. Akash Balwani on stage. Thank you.
Hello all. Hi guys, good evening. Myself Pratik Patel. I am a founder and CEO of Cubix. Guys, little bit more. Come on. Little bit. Yo, yes. Thank you. Makes the evening much more better. So I'm Akash Balwani, and we've co-founded this project called Cubix. It's an NFT-based fantasy game. Pratik will take it forward from here. First of all, let me tell you about myself. Actually, being a family business in real estate, I started my journey with construction field. I am an engineer. Lots of people call me accidental engineer because being a very passionate about new technologies. I started my journey in crypto, in blockchain in 2015 as a trader. And in 2016, I got some graphic cards. I started doing mining in my backyards. And later on, I have 3 mining farms in various places. In 2019, we came up in fantasy sports. We have a project named Gamtos, which is a fantasy platform, which is already live in India. In Gamtos, we have 250,000 users and fantasy sports. Later in 2021, at the end, we started a startup called Public Poll. It's a social polling platform. And it's been a 1 month launch. After launch in 1 month, we got 20,000 users on that platform. So overall, this is a journey. And while going with Gamtos, we felt that we should not limit this fantasy sports to the country limits. We should go globally. So that founded the Cubix. Now, before going forward, let's see how big the market is. Okay. Fantasy sports audience is around
100 million. And in 2019, it was around 18.6 billion market size, and it's expected to go 48.6 billion by 2027. This thing is, it's so huge market. So we decided, let's come with a technology. I was passionate for new tech, we came up with the blockchain and so founded Cubics.
Yeah, thank you guys. So, just 1 minute. So Cubics is NFT-based fantasy sports game in which we're going to be integrating a lot of sportsmen NFTs, and you can trade them in the game to play it. So we're going to be having like people from all around the sports, like we're going to have cricketers, we're going to have footballers, we're going to have tennis players, everyone from the sports league to come and sell their NFTs. So in this is, we're going to be having a very different way of approaching this. It's because a lot of NFTs today are just traded, to be honest. They don't have a real world use case. So with these NFTs that we're going to be having, we're going to be introducing them with a staking mechanism in which you can get the NFT in the game, you can play it, you can win points again in it, you can get cash rewards, but just in case if you don't want to do anything, you can use it just to stake it and earn a return against it. In which, if the floor price of the NFT increases, you either sell it, but in the bargain, in that much amount of time, you're earning a percentage in staking. So this is what is going to be a bit different and a bit unique of this project. But the whole point of this project is to get it on the blockchain, because sports is widely watched all around the world, and the only way to get and target the people is through blockchain. Everyone can have an access to it from anywhere in the world. And fantasy is being played by millions and millions of people, but there are always obstructions in different countries with regulations. So, I mean, this is the only way that people of all around the world can come on the one platform and play fantasy. So yeah, this was the idea of the whole game, like of why we wanted to get it on the blockchain and try to get it moving. So there are going to be two types of games that we're going to be introducing on a platform. One is the classic fantasy game, and the other one is the NFT-based fantasy game. So the classic fantasy game is very simple. It's when a couple of teams are playing against each other. There is a tournament. You get an NFT based on them. You compete with it and try to get more points, and the winner takes all the prizes. It's a competition between the users on the platform, and you try to make you try to make more and more money if you'll end up winning. That is a classic way of how you see things. So, I mean, there is a very typical example of this is the Fantasy Premier League. I mean, if you guys are aware of it. So Fantasy Premier League is something what is done in the UK, and footballers are, you can trade, you can make your own team, you can trade them, you can just get the perfect fix for your team to try to gain more points. It's a similar way, but in the virtual way we are trying to get this year. So that's just a brief on how we're going to get things moving. That is the classic way, and this comes the NFT-based fantasy game. So this is a more unique and different way how we're going to be approaching it. It's because when you come on our platform, we are going to have a native token called Cubics. Every reward on the platform is paid in Cubics token. Cubics token is going to be listed on various DEXs and SEXs in which you can be trading it, and you can trade it back to USDT or back to any other currency that you want. All the pairings will be available for you. So this game is going to have a virtual trading pack in which you are going to have 4 kind of packs, like you're going to have bronze, silver, gold, platinum, in which it starts from $50 and then extends to like $300. Each pack is going to come with 15 unique players, in which you can make your
perfect team to compete in this in any of the tournaments that we're going to be hosting on the website, on the platform. So this is going to be like a more different way how fantasy is going to be looked at, and there is going to be a different ways how we're going to be tackling this. We're going to have in-house rewards, we're going to have in-house competition, so that people and the users are much more, they conversate with, they understand the game much more better. So people are going to be paid in cash prizes and Cubics tokens, and not only that, but they're going to be, whoever gets the most points is technically always the winner. But in this, it's not only the points that matter. Just in case you make your team, and if you don't land up winning, your NFTs today have real world use case. You can use your NFTs to sell it for a person who wants to trade it against it. So in that, you also make money, even though you don't win the game. So you have assets in the real world. And this is the beauty of Cubics. That is why we've founded this, and we're trying to take this ahead as soon as possible. So we are intending to be, so the game is about to be finished in about, I think, 20 days. It should be ready. And we're going to go in for the DEX listing in about 2 months. So at the end of Q3, probably, we're going to be getting our listings done. So this is just going to be a trading platform on the website in which you are going to trade all the NFTs, and you're going to try to gain monetary value against it. It's a proper marketplace where you're going to be trading real world NFTs with use cases. So we're intending to build this on Polygon, which is why, because OpenSea today, Ethereum has very heavy gas fees. Today your NFTs are worth way more, but your gas fees is what is the killer. That is why Polygon is, because you're going to get it at much more cheaper gas fees, and it is integrated on OpenSea too. That is why Polygon is something that all the GameFi projects are looking at, because they have cheaper transaction fees and it's much more faster. So yeah, this is the tokenomics on what money we have, what money we're looking to raise. We've completed our seed round already, and we are into strategic round right now. This is going to give you access towards Cubics and the future of it. So yeah, I mean, this is how the total tokens are going to be distributed and how they're going to be implemented for the development of this whole project. This is the roadmap on how things have been strategized. If you, I mean, our website is live, cubicspro.io. So I'd request you guys to like go and have a look at it and see the white paper, see what we're going to be offering, see everything that can answer all your questions. Or I mean, we're at stall number 60. You can just come there and we can sort out all your questions that you have. So by the end of Q3, the FIFA World Cup is going to be starting in Qatar, is where we are going to be placed, and we are going to have an edge in the market, because this is something different and no one is doing. Hence, I think that by Q4, when the FIFA World Cup is launched, there is going to be a difference in way how fantasy is going to be played. So yes, guys, I mean, I'm open to questions if you'll have any, but yeah, that was it with Cubics. Thank you.
Thank you, Akash. Thank you, Prateek. And thank you all for being here today and for being a wonderful audience. We've got a lot more lined up tomorrow. We've got more keynote speakers, and we've got panel discussions. So make sure you guys come tomorrow. And we're done for the day over here. So have a wonderful time in this beautiful city of Dubai. And I hope I get to see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye for now.
Hello?